show in your screen soon. Is it enable my screen in your screen?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, before we start, I would like to introduce myself first. Maybe you guys haven't known me. My name is Puratul Ayin. You can call me Ayin, and this is my contact and also my social media account, so we can contact or follow each other after this. And thank you for joining this discussion tonight. We will discuss about startup ecosystem in Indonesia, including key ingredients, challenges, and strategies. So I need your help to speak your ideas and that your knowledge or maybe your insights about this topic tonight. Before we start, maybe I would like to invite you to raise your hand first. I want to check you are active right now or not. Please hand your reaction with raise hand. Okay, Mr. Indre. Okay, Rosa, please give me reaction.
On.
Okay, it's okay. I hear your voice, Miss Rosa. Okay, thank you, Miss Fiska. And I want a reaction from Mr. Salmi. Yeah, Miss or Mr. Salmi. And also Mr. Vizal. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your reaction and your voice as well. Okay, yeah. About startup in Indonesia, before we start about the key ingredients, I want to know from you guys, do you have any ideas or do you have a definition about startup as you know? Isal, you raise your hand. Please open, please unmute. Hello, Isal. Hello, Mr. Fisal. Can you hear me? Okay. Maybe Fisal get problem. Okay. Miss Rosa.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity to. I know about startup. Maybe it's beginning when we have some idea, opinion, or maybe watch us in our prime to give us, feedback, and other we get something that's interest for our opinion to get feedback like that maybe.
Okay. Thank you for your opinion, Miss Rosa. Anything else, Miss Rosa?
And then when we start up, is that we can like give our information. Maybe we give information to someone how to begin to speak up, to write something on or other. That's us activity in our life. Maybe that we can transfer. We transfer.
Okay. But I wanna know, Miss Rosa. Do you ever watching K drama? It's called Startup.
Drama. Yes, I have watched, but I don't like about drama, Korean drama. I better like to Mandarin, Thailand movie like that.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Rosa, for your speech. Yeah.
Yes,
Maybe I make it clear what startup about. I mean, what's the definition of startup company? Maybe you ever watch K-drama startup. So what's your point of view that you get? And please share here what startup company it is. Maybe another participant wanna give answer or ideas or opinion about startup company. What is it? Okay. Welcome to the new participants that have joined. Hello, Mr. Tommy, Miss Tita, Miss Renilda, Mr. Ridwan, Miss Kiki, and Mr. Ahmad Nasikin. Anyone want to give opinion or something knowledge, insights about what is a startup company? Okay, Mr. Tommy,
Yeah.
time is yours.
So, okay, thank you very much for giving this chance for me. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, as I know, the startup is kind of a small company, and then especially they have that business is very dependent with the technology, and mostly, yeah, not all, but I think it's just most of them always operate it's very related with the technology and maybe mobile application. And then startup is a good way to increase our business or to connecting the dot, right? And then I hear in Indonesia, especially Indonesia have a lot of startup growing up since the 2019, I think. And then most of the employee from the startup company is younger, right? I don't know, maybe because the environment, the young people have the anti-mainstream idea, and then passionate to not, they have passionate to more free environment to work, yeah. Because in my mind, startup have the flexibility to work. You can working in day shift, or maybe if in day shift you need to doing homework, exercising, or maybe you traveling in the day, and in the night you will start your work, I think. And then in my mind, that's flexibility giving our young people more fascinated to following this. So I think, and that's the advantage from startup, because they have flexibility to working hours. I think that's good to our young people to working in the startup company. That's my opinion.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tommy, for your opinion. Yeah, Rosa gives some reaction. Rosa just know tonight about startup. Why? It's okay. It's something good, right? So your knowledge is increased. Okay. Anyone else want to speak about maybe have the definition about startup company? Maybe different point of views with previously speaker maybe. Oh, welcome Mr. Eka. Long time no see. Okay, anyone else want to speak? What about startup company? Okay, Miss Rosa wanna speak again? Because you are still raise your hand, Miss Rosa.
No, I think enough because
Okay.
I don't I don't know.
Ah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. After
I'm
this,
too
we talk about no worry, no worry. After this, the subtopic is easy. No worry.
Yeah, but I must study this topic because if
Ah,
I just silent, maybe I don't get more information about it.
okay. Thank you, Miss Rosa, for your insights. Okay,
Okay, thank
so
you.
maybe the definition of startup that I can show you tonight from investopedia.com that I also agree with this. Startup refers to a company in the first stage. Okay. In the first stage of operations, startups are founded by one or more entrepreneurs who want to develop a product or service which they believe there is demand. I both the words demand. Yeah. And these companies generally start with high cost and limited revenue, which is why they look for capital from a variety of sources, such as venture capitalists. Or maybe startup definition is not just what I show you, but this is maybe the easiest definition that I can show to you. Maybe you guys like Miss Rosa just know about startup company. Yeah, maybe in Indonesia we can make a sample for Gojek, Traveloka, Bukalapak, and Tokopedia. Yeah,
Blibli.com.
Blibli.com. Yeah, thank you. And many more. Yeah, after this we can see again. All right. Okay. Yeah. This picture is about startup ecosystem. So there are many roles from the ideas until people from related organizations. There are support organizations, big companies, universities, funding organizations, service providers, and also research organizations. So I want to know from you guys, maybe are you part of the startup ecosystem role? Or maybe you want to be the part of startup ecosystem? Which one? And please describe what you do right now. Anyone want to give some speech? Welcome, iPhone. Yeah, welcome for people who newly join. Yeah. Okay, maybe I want to hear the voice of Miss Tita, Mr. Salmi, Mr. or Miss. I'm sorry. Miss Rizka, maybe do you have any opinion? Okay. Hello, Salmi.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, Mr.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Salmi, do you have any knowledge or any ideas about this slide? This is startup
So
ecosystem and
yeah,
yeah.
I just know the name, the startup, but all about a startup, I don't know. I still blind with this topic, but
Oh, okay.
today I just follow the discussion. Perhaps I can know more about startup and learn about something about startup. Yeah, I just be a listener here, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah, it's okay. Are you a student or what?
Of course,
Yeah.
I'm still learning and studying English. Of course, in the best place for learning English, studying English. Yeah, I'm in Paris right now,
Okay.
and one of my teacher, in the same. I mean, yeah, in this discussion, her name is Miss Linda.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Salmi, for your
Yeah, just
voice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Tommy, do you want to give some your ideas?
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you,
please.
Miss Ain. Yeah, I think this topic is very fascinating, yeah, for me, yeah, because as we know, recently we have a lot of information after internet, fun, and then the world change. Yeah, if you see in the chat box, you will see about the a new idea what creates startup. Yeah, startup to bridging between Putin and maybe Ukraine president, right? That's good
Yeah.
idea, Andre Ivanov, I think. So if we see the presentation, I think the ecosystem from the startup is not different with the common company, right? They have the company and then support organization, research organization, service provider, funding organization is a must if you will establish your company, yeah. And then universities, I think this is the stakeholder resources, yeah, to invite it and then to maybe collaborate with them to as a resources support, yeah, resources supplier. I think university is a good place to search if you need more of resource capable resource. I think with the cheaper salary.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, in my mind right now, at the moment, I think even though my company is not declared they are a startup company, I think my company have the similar position, yeah, similar areas that you mentioned it in your presentation. So I think the different way from the startup is the flexibility, as I mentioned it before. Yeah, sometimes they not what we call, yeah, they not must be walking must be walk in the working time of 8 until 5, and then they have the flexibility to do, and then they have the good research. And I think if your company is the established company and very strong in your area, then you not comfortable to research and research and research to trying to finding the new way or improve your area. I think you will be die. Yeah, we have a lot information and experience about that one. Yeah, for example, Nokia, we know Nokia is very strong company in the maybe 10 years ago. Yeah, before Samsung and Apple. And then if you see about the BlackBerry, yeah, BlackBerry is the most popular handphone, mobile, and then application and so on. Yeah, but right now we didn't hear again about that BlackBerry. I think startup ecosystem have the advantage is the, yeah, in the startup person, they always have mindset about every single person that working in there must be have the mindset as an entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneur and then inventor, I think. And then in their environment, they always open mindset with a new idea, and they always comfortable with. I remember the word from the LGS. I know they have the war room. Yeah, they have the war room to destroy your idea. They collaborate in that. They place it in one time and one room, and then they have idea. Every single person have idea, and others will be challenged each other. And they said that the war room. So in my mind, that's the very interesting about the startup. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for your insight, Mr. Tommy. It's like insightful. Yeah, yeah, I agree with Mr. Tommy, right? Startup ecosystem is like ecosystem commonly company. There is ideas, and then you have entrepreneurs mental and startup team members. You have team in your company as well, and investors. Also, you want to start business. Also, you need a mentor, advisors, and other entrepreneurial people. Yeah, so this is called startup ecosystem. I have information from Eka. Mr. Faisal has startup. Really? Can I confirm that, Mr. Faisal? Hello, Mr. Faisal. Mr. Faisal? Okay, maybe we can talk later. Mr. Ku is a startup. Okay, welcome, Mr. Ku. I just see you. Oh, can you share maybe if your sub are startup of people, yeah, you are also the part of the ecosystem startup as well. Mr. Ku, hello.
Hello, Miss.
Hi. So you are also involved in startup?
All right. Yeah, essentially, if startup, we talk about enormous income, or how to say, structural, and how to organize the money, and so on. But I haven't been startup at all, but I have a small business, just
Okay.
1,000 and 1,000. That's enough for buying a cup of coffee and to treat someone.
Okay. That's
Startup.
good. That's a good stuff, right? Wow, it's very inspired.
Yeah, because
Okay.
um I'm the one who is lazy to be job seeker. So that, and also Mr. Indrivanam is my role model to establish the startup, not startup, but small business. But I can
Yeah.
spread and also engrave and trigger my creativity to build, how to say, the young generations, productive young generations, such as this one. Yeah, as I said before, when I cannot send my product, I ask to my friends to send it till the place, and I give them like this small income, not only for
Ah,
buying,
ah.
not treat someone. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Ku. Wow, that's very interesting. That's a very good first step for uh begin a startup. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's so funny. I see the chat. Okay, it's distraction. Okay. So the next. Yeah, okay, guys, we have key ingredients of a healthy startup ecosystem. So this in key ingredients of a healthy startup ecosystem, we have 6 keys, and we will discuss one by one. Okay, yeah, this is about internet economy in Southeast Asia, which is Indonesia is the fastest growing internet economy in Southeast Asia. And then Indonesia also increase in internet economy in e-commerce, online travel, online media, and ride hailing also. Now, so do you have an opinion? Why does the fastest growing internet economy affect a healthy startup ecosystem? Anyone want to for this question. All right. Miss Rizka, maybe you have a opinion about the fastest growing internet economy in Southeast Asia, which is Indonesia.
Thank you, Miss.
I
Well, so far as I know, Indonesia has a unicorn like Tokopedia or Gojek, like Miss I mentioned before. And yeah, I think yeah, I the internet economy. Sorry, Miss, I'm still confused with why does the fast growing internet economy affect a healthy startup ecosystem.
okay. It's okay. No worry, no worry.
Probably the other have their opinion, and I will listen.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Rizka, for your voice.
Thank you, Miss.
All right, I appreciate it. Okay, anyone? Oh, okay, Mr. Eka, do you want to speak?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
time is
So
yours.
why does the fast-growing internet economy affect a healthy startup ecosystem? So first of all, of course, it causes competition, right, between the startup. So when there is a competition, it means that they are trying to grow more, or let's say, just like Mr. Ku said, uh, creativity and something like that. So it means that uh, as fast as you can the economic growth, so the startup will grow too. And the second one is, of course, because of the policy from the government. We knew that the government built a lot of, what is that, pemancar sinyal, I don't know in English. So they built a lot in rural area, in village, something like that. So it means that everyone now can have access, at least access first to the internet, right? So it means that when a lot of people can access internet, so they can have chance to buy something from internet, check out every day. So it will make the capital model, how to say it, like grow faster than a day before. And the third one is because of the investment. So we know that a lot of foreign direct investment uh, is how to say it, like invest on startup, our startup. For example, like Gojek, 50% of their shares owned by global company, right? And Tokopedia and Bukalapak too, and several digital bank is owned by global company too. It means that because of the policy or the investment, forex direct investment, so it create the ecosystem, so people will follow because there are a lot of markets there. So I think that's the reason. Thank you.
Wow, that's interesting. Thank you so much, Mr. Eka, for your opinion. Well, anyone who want to give more some insights, opinions, ideas, or something to say? Oh, Mr. Ku. Okay, time is yours.
Additionally, thank you for the second chance. Additionally, I want to add from Mr. Eka said that yeah, why does the fast-growing internet economy affect a healthy startup ecosystem? Yeah, because they try to compete by their own creativity, such as Gojek, Bukalapak, Zenius Education, Rangkuru, and so on. Moreover, midst of pandemic, we do not know where the pandemic will be over, and also it's this transition system between uh, physical meeting and also virtual meeting, and it's also the chance for someone who can balance both because of pandemic is falling and sometimes is rising, so that is only chance for us. When we know the chance, we do not complain and each other, and when we do not want to be job seeker, at least we can be job creator, can be can create or can establish one of the startup or one of the business. Yeah, at least we try first before then we think too much. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ku. And okay, Mr. Tommy, wanna add something? Okay, time is
Can
yours.
I?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. To emphasize what my statement previously, fast-growing internet economy in Indonesia, especially, very impactful for our startup business in Indonesia, especially, right? I think this is depend on very depending with the three items. First, the openness of information. Every single person in Indonesia has internet connection, can get the insight from others in the world, yeah, not just especially for in their village or in their city, or maybe in this country. She can they can find a lot of information available in internet. So that kind of bringing some idea with in their mind, so they have insight or they have a reference, easy to search the reference, easy to maybe imitate, yeah, imitate the business profile, the business ecosystem, or maybe the business item to sell in their place, yeah. For example, if you see we will find a lot of coffee brand in Indonesia, yeah. After, sorry, I mentioned that one of brand, yeah. After
Okay.
Janji Jiwa, yeah, Janji Jiwa promoted their product, and then after that, not long, maybe in the same year, they have we have a lot of similar brand established, right? So yeah, maybe they have the special area to sell in their city. Not just for coffee. We have a lot of startup growing up to sell our vegetable, yeah, our farmer product, and so on. And you will find the startup have the business to not just selling the product, but services elsewhere. So I think that's the first one. Easy to get the information, easy to get the insight from the internet.
All right.
The second item, I want to add the second item.
Yeah.
In the future, Miss Ain, the naturally of company is not the company with the massive investment to buying asset, right? Because if you have a lot of asset it's mean the fixed asset, building, equipment, and so on. If you must to prepare your fund, your money to buy the asset, the fixed asset, it's will be reduce your first modal, right? If you have internet, you just create your idea, fix them, and maybe elaborate with your friend to grow up your idea and sell your idea to the what we call evangelist investor, right? I don't know what the name, yeah.
Yeah, angel investor. Yeah.
Angel investor, yeah, you're right. So I think that's due to the limitation of fund resources, and then to maintain your fixed asset, especially, this is a good idea to create your business without massive asset investment. You know, Gojek have the maybe a little asset in their financial report. They have a lot of driver, but the asset not owned by Gojek, right? The motorcycle, the cars owned by Gojek, Gojek partner itself, not owned by Gojek as a company. Tokopedia have a lot product sell in their application, but Tokopedia not have a lot the big work what we call a storehouse. They have
Yeah.
they have not to prepare to buy the huge warehouse. I think they create the marketplace, and you can share, you can sell your product through the Tokopedia and so on. I think that's two items why the fast growing internet economy affect our startup system. Miss Ain, thank you.
Wow, that's very insightful. Thank you, Mr. Tommy. Oh, finally, Mr. Mijo. I want to hear your voice. Can you speak? Okay.
Actually, I'm a miss.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you so much. So sorry.
Okay.
Miss
It's
Mijo,
okay, it's
Miss
okay.
Mijo. Yeah. Time is yours, Miss Mijo.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. What I want to share here is I think I agree with the other speakers' opinion uh, about the reason why fast-growing internet economy affect a healthy startup ecosystem. They basically say that it's because we promote something using internet. Startup, a startup company promoting what they offer using internet as their supporting facilities. I think it's a logical reason. And what I want to share here is, in my opinion, I think the fast-growing internet economy, it is depending on the startup economy, the startup company itself. Why? Because I think some of the startup company have the best strategy to make the internet economy become increase. Like we can see Gojek, they have a GoPay to do a transaction. And I think GoPay is GoPay is an internet economy, right? Like we use it to do a transaction by internet. Using GoPay or Shopee Pay, OVO, and banking, something like that, in the application, sometimes we get a discount. Like sometimes we don't have to pay the delivery cost when we use GoPay or Shopee Pay. So I think that's why the internet economy is increasing. Because people are interested to use it every time. I think that's all my opinion about it. Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, thank you for the opinion from Miss Mijo. What's the great opinion? Yeah, maybe in Indonesia, mostly growing rapidly is digital startup. So yeah, need internet for growing it. Okay. All right. So I think we have to move to the next slide. Yeah, we talk about investment. So guys, this is the data from greenhouse.co. So the capital investment in Indonesia startup ecosystem, and also average deal size that is increased every year, and top sector by capital invested mostly multi-vertical, and secondly in payments, and after all retail and financial services. So do you have opinion why are investors interested in investing in Indonesia? Anyone give opinion? Because investment in Indonesia. Oh, okay, Mr. Eka.
I think the answer is simple. It's because we are the market of them,
Ah,
and since we have one of the largest middle come how to say it? Middle comes, right? The middle come class. So it means
Ah.
that we are their market. So it means that we have a high number of consumptive numbers. So so I think that's one of the reason why investor really is interest in Indonesia. And second, beside we are the market, and second is we have everything for them, from the human, from the resources. We have everything to support business. So it means that how to say it, like the economic is really promising in Indonesia. So I think that's only that the reason. Beside
Oh,
dealing under table, yeah, beside that, I think that's the reasonable reasons. Okay.
oh, thank you, Mr. Eka. Maybe you guys have another reasons or opinion about this. Okay, Miss Mijo. Yeah, that's very interesting discussion tonight. I enjoy, really enjoy. Okay, Miss Mijo, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I think I agree with what Mr. Eka say. I think it's because in Indonesia we have a really high consumptive lifestyle. As we can see, in Japan, in Korea, and developed country, there are not so many people that can buy a car. Simple like that, only a car. But in Indonesia, there are so many cars, like people uh with I think so many people in Indonesia having a car that is in developed country. We cannot we cannot afford a car. Another example, like a wedding party in Indonesia.
Hmm.
So many people can hold a big wedding party that called so many artists or singer. But look at the other developed country. Not so many people can do that. Some of the people just do a holy matrimony or something like that, but not making any party, not holding any party, because they don't do a consumptive lifestyle. In Indonesia, we are like competing with others, like we want to show off. Oh, I can do a big party. Oh, I can have like a really expensive car. We are competing on making a consumption in Indonesia. So that's why investors are interested to investing in Indonesia. I think it's all the reasons.
Oh, nice opinion. Thank you, Mijo. Yeah, yeah. Consumption lifestyle. Yeah. Okay. Maybe anyone who want to add opinion about why investors interested in investing in Indonesia? I want to welcome first for participants that newly join, Miss Nadia, and then
Okay,
Regina.
thank you for pointing
Okay.
me out.
Wow, yeah, time is yours.
Hi, Miss
Yeah.
Ayn. Okay, I was just came. So, what was the question about? What are investors interested in investing in Indonesia? Okay, this is my assumption. I think all the fields that open in Indonesia is really huge. So, from the sectors of food, sectors of fashion, sectors of technology, all of the people in Indonesia really have a consumptive lifestyle, as what I heard before from Miss Mijo. Yeah, and then
Yes.
I also believe that Indonesian people also want to follow the international trends. So whatsoever trending outside that, when it comes to Indonesia, they will follow it. So that's why whatsoever the fields they invest on, it will going viral, and everyone will try to follow it. And it's just like a lifestyle for Indonesian people. And also another thing is I think the amount of people in Indonesia is a lot. So when it talks about people and anything related to people, so like something that can be used, something that can be eat, it can improve, and also it can, where there are a lot of food in Indonesia, but when franchise come to Indonesia, we also eat that. Even though it's not our culture, but eating that part of lifestyle makes us feel proud and feel cool, and I think that's why the consumptive thing is a big thing in Indonesia. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Nadia. Great opinion from Miss Nadia. Okay, anyone else wanna add assumption or ideas about this? Okay, I think enough. We can move to the next slide. This is the fifth key ingredients of a healthy startup ecosystem: internet penetration in Indonesia. Yeah, internet penetration in Indonesia every year is increased, but I just want to from you guys, how many devices do you use with internet and for what? I believe that you not only have one device for use internet, I think. Anyone who wanna give answer? Okay. I wanna hear voice from Mr. Agent. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Good evening,
Good evening.
Miss Ain Kurauto. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. For this time, this is I'm newcomer, so I still confused. What about the what I say? What about the topic actually?
Okay.
But a little bit. This is question: how many device do you use with internet and for what? So this is a simple answer. Every day we use a device regarding to internet, right? Like a computer in my office.
Yeah.
Every day you use my computer to receive information from another people, like use email or everything. So we searching some source like from Google. right? So this is also use the internet. So in my home also we use device internet like a modem. We use another provider to get that to get information using internet. So we install also the device, and device we can use what I say, we use my internet in my home also use tethering in bahasa, and also we can watching the television using YouTube. So this is a very simple and very usable for our family. Maybe that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for your voice. Yeah, maybe this question is for the you guys that haven't known about startup. Maybe yeah, I will hear your voice actually. Mr. Ridwan, I think I haven't hear your voice. Mr. Ridwan.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You
So what?
want to answer this question?
Yeah, the first time that I'm fresh here. Okay, internet penetration in Indonesia. How many devices do you use with internet and forwards? Okay, so this is the question. Okay, so as I use device start from 2013, the first time Android that was Galaxy Young. Okay, so very we say very cute. Okay, very cute, very cute smartphone. But now I'm holding for about 2 laptops and 2 handphones. Okay, exactly for my work. Sometimes I use for one keyboard. One keyboard. I'm sorry, one laptop for what is the name? Like making video or whatever. And then for the small one, okay, I use for office work only that. And then for the phone, why I use 2 devices. Maybe the first is the old the old smartphone I use for camera only, and then the second is for tele only that. And then yeah, okay, for the answers like that. Maybe yeah, for that is my opinion, okay, because that is question. Thank you, Miss.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Fadri, Mr. Joe Fadri. Do you hear me, Mr. Joe Fadri? I welcome you. So I need you to answer this question. Hello, Mr. Joe Fadri. Okay, maybe away from keyboard, right? Okay. Last time we have told me.
Hello, Miss Ain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the third chance. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
While we waiting others to share their opinion, I will answer this question. Yeah. I think it's interesting about this question because firstly, I used Nokia Center in Bahasa, right? Because I just need the flashlight to to looking my things that I cannot find in that situation. So first time I use the device, the mobile device is the Nokia with the flashlight. In the environment, I was thinking about the because I just need to call my family, my partner, and then at that moment WhatsApp is still not available, right? So I think firstly I just using the just for call and flashlight. But recently not to improve as well because I just uh, explore the WhatsApp and then maybe check my email using my mobile just to make a chit chat with my workmate or with my family. If you see most of the traffic usage from your device, I forgot where the resources with the survey. WhatsApp is the most popular application used by Indonesian people because Indonesian like to chit chat with other, right? Indonesian like to communicate each other, saying hello, how do you do, have you breakfast or not, something like that. Yeah, to connecting each other. I think this very relate with your previous question about the why the investor very interested to invest their money in Indonesia, right? And then the secondly, most of peoples in Indonesia have two devices. Yeah, that's why we will find the application. What maybe WhatsApp already available, but the one application, but you can use two different numbers in there. So that's the basic idea why WhatsApp developed that kind of that features, right? Because Indonesian like to main numbers and maybe the secret number, yeah, to calling others that the forbidden people, I don't know. And then the third one, this is your graphic is interesting for me because just in 1 year, Indonesian buying a lot of mobile device, yeah. Even though the price is getting higher and higher, that's why the used mobile phone is still interested to look, yeah, to buying. So you will find OLX as a startup company, yeah, they sell the used stuff, right? You will sign the used car, used refrigerator, used TV, and so on in there. That's why you will find the good graphic as Miss Ain presented. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Tommy. Yeah, I think most people has device more than one, yeah, for using internet. Okay, we have new participants here. Zulfari and oh yeah, maybe she left. Okay, next I think we move to the next slide about startup ecosystem and success cases. So yeah, we have known that Indonesia has Gojek, Tokopedia, and Bukalapak, Ruang Guru, and also Kopi Kenangan. Yeah, startup. This is the success cases in Indonesia that exist in Indonesia. So maybe from these logos of the startup in Indonesia, maybe you have ever used it. What startup in Indonesia has big impact recently? So do you have any opinion? Maybe you think one or two startup, it's okay. You can say anything about the startup in Indonesia that you think has big impact for Indonesia. Anyone? Maybe I will choose from the participants. If you don't give me a reaction, Miss oh, okay, who is this? Oh no, Mr. Joe Fadri, are you listening?
Yes, okay, sorry, I'm late to join, so I newcomer
Okay.
here.
Yeah,
Hello, good evening, Miss
welcome.
Ai, good evening all. So before
evening.
I hear my best friend Bang Tommy have opinion. So in your slide, what startup in Indonesia has big impact, right? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I think startup in Indonesia today or now has big impact, yeah. For example, especially in since COVID-19 pandemic come to Indonesia. So maybe I would like to talk about one of startup in Indonesia, Halodoc, yeah, Halodoc or Halo Doctor. You know, so in medis, I think it have uh, big impact for us. As we know, before pandemic, if we have a check up or have to consult to doctor, we have to go to hospital, meet to doctor, and get a medicine. But now with a startup in Indonesia, one of them Halodoc, for example. So you not must go to hospital. You just need install one application Halodoc. So you can open Halodoc and you can consult with doctor and just online by virtual. Hello. My
Yes,
voice clear?
I'm hearing. Hello?
So
Yeah,
now
your voice
it's
is very clear.
startup in Indonesia. For summary, startup in Indonesia give us easy to get something based on an application. So I think in Indonesia, maybe not only Indonesia, in the world, so startup is now a new opportunity for business, I think. Yes, maybe from me, just it, Miss I still newcomer here. But okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Jufadri. Okay, Mr. Jufadri mentioned Halodoc as a startup in Indonesia has big impact. Okay, yeah, Miss Mijo, do you have any opinion?
Yes, Miss, I have. My opinion is I think the startup company in Indonesia that has big impact is Gojek. Why? Is what is the first startup company that has unicorn status. What is unicorn status? Unicorn status is status for startup company that has value more than 1 billion US dollars. And I think the first big startup company in Indonesia is Gojek, because Gojek was built in maybe 2016 or 2017. I don't remember it. And I think it's also why people are interested to make a startup company, because they see Gojek, because they see that our that Mr. Nadiem Makarim is uh, he, he can make a big profit from it. So that's why teenager or people in this era trying to make a company rather than they're becoming an employee, because of they see that it can be good things in the future. I think it's all that I can explain.
Okay, thank you, Miss Mijo. Miss Mijo mentioned about Gojek has a big impact in Indonesia. Anyway, Gojek established in 2020 and 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay, Miss Rizka, time is yours.
Thank you, Miss.
Miss
Yeah,
Rizka?
I'm
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I'm totally agree with the previous speaker that Gojek has a significant impact, and additionally, Gojek also expand their company in India, if I am not mistaken, and Gojek and Tokopedia major to become one a big startup. And since coronavirus, I suppose a lot of people really on with Gojek to deliver their food or the others. And 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 then Gojek was expand their service not only for deliver food or others, but also medicine and others. Yeah. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss Rizka, for your opinion. Okay, pardon me, Mr. Eka. I please Mr. Abi first to speak. Yeah, Mr. Abi.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity for me to speak, Miss Ain. In my perspective, in this time, with the pandemic time, with pandemic session, I think the Credivo has big impact.
Oh,
Yeah, because
interesting.
and yeah, because because all the people in Indonesia have habit changes, behavior changes, and yeah, of course, you just stay at home with this pandemic session or pandemic condition. You just scroll your screen, you just see or you just saw your screen with a lot of shop and marketplace, yeah. And of course you have to, or you can be a more than consumer, or you can be consumer more than before. And yeah, of course you need to more money, more cash, more phone to buy or to buy something in your eyes, in your screen. Yeah, the Credivo is one of solution for the Indonesian people. Before they have or they receive their salary, yeah, Miss Ain. Yeah, I think the Credivo has a big impact for the habit changes and for the behavior changes in our community. I think that's all, Miss Ain. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abi, for your great opinion. Okay, Mr. Eka, please.
Already forgot my opinion. Oh my god. So I think I will agree with who said that, Miss Mijo, because Gojek.
Okay, Gojek.
One of them has a big impact in Indonesia, and also Tokopedia. So I will explain maybe two reasons why. The first, they create a market for small enterprise, right? So it means that a lot of people who still struggle to maintain their business, they now have a chance to compete in the market. So Gojek provide with GoFood and several things, and Tokopedia today open it for everyone, right, who has a business, small enterprise business. And the second is because I don't know why, but Gojek is very clever. I think when they invented GoPay, because I'm the one who use GoPay a lot. I mean, like for everything I buy, I pay everything. I use GoPay a lot. Then my bank, my debit card. So it means that when you create a lot of how to say it, like perputaran uang, so it means that you create a chance to grow more. But the problem is the problem with this unicorn or startup that big enough in Indonesia is the first is about model. It's more about the capital, just like I said before, right? So a lot of of the money or a lot of shares is owned by global company, not national. And the second is about how to say it, like the what is tenaga ahli, the professional. The professional, a lot of them come from abroad, right? For example, like Gojek, how they maintain their IT is in Bangalore in India. So it means that that as when we saw as a infrastructure, we're not ready yet, but as a market, we so ready, too ready maybe, too ready with the market. So I think that's to what is that, startups that really have a big impact, and they create a lot of job opportunities too, right? Like Gojek, for example, they have a lot of partner, not partner, mitra, for example, like that. So yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, done.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Eka. That's a great opinion from you. Wow, we have new participants here, Egi Laura. Egi Laura, do you have opinion about this question? Egi Laura. Okay, maybe you can speak in next slide, right? Yeah. After we discuss about the 6 key ingredients of a healthy startup ecosystem, from the size of internet economy until startup ecosystem and success cases that we previously talked about, do you think Indonesia already has a healthy startup ecosystem right now? Maybe anyone who gives assumption or opinion here? Okay, Mr.
Let me go
Eka.
first,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think we're not have a healthy startup ecosystem, just like I said before. As a, for example, just see it on invested capital. In Indonesia, most of them is owned by global company, right? And the second is all the big startup, or you can say unicorn or something like that, they always have a big discount promo or something like that. And what does it mean for me? It's like to close the competition, to barrier the competition in the same area or the same field. For example, like when who's do the merger, Tokopedia and Bukalapak and Gojek, right? Gojek, Tokopedia. When they do the merger, it means that no more competition for them, right? Just like that. So it means that it's not help enough the ecosystem. It's the same with airlines. It's the same with airlines and something like that. So when there is no competition, it means that you monopolize the economy and the market. So when you monopolize the market, it means that you can create the profit to your own, not distribute it to a lot of people, at least your employee. So we know that since a lot of people register as a partner or driver in Gojek, their bonus is reducing, right? So it means that there's a problem in wealth, their wealth. And also like now they charge us with a platform fee, for example, like that. Since we didn't have any other choices, so we have to pay it for the fee that we don't know what they use it for. And competition, something like that. And also how to say it, like the support from the government also important. We cannot have the support from the government if we still new or newcomers or newbie, you can say it, newbie or new in that field. But if you are big enough or you create a lot of capital in your startup, in your company, they can see you as a projection to profit, something like that. So it means that our startup is not ecosystem is not healthy enough, because we depends too much on global company. And also a lot of our money in internet is used for consumptive, right? So this is also the problem. What's the problem? As a big problem is it's increase our import, because we need a lot of products, right? The goods, something like that. For example, like Akulaku, they import the goods from Alibaba in China, right? So it means that we increasing our import. So it means that it's not good for our trade balance in the future, something like that. So I think that's the from me. Thank you.
Wow, what a great opinion from Mr. Eka. Okay, next, Miss Mijo.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity again. I think I agree with what Mr. Eka say. I think in Indonesia we don't have a healthy startup ecosystem. Mr. Eka said about the money distribution of startup company in Indonesia, but here I want to say about the environment in the startup company itself, inside the startup company. I already see so many Instagram posts, and there are so many employees of startup company in Indonesia. They share about what the startup company have done to them. They say that the startup company is they actually trying to make the best deal with the customers, but they pushing over the employees of the startup company itself. They always try to make the employees to work overtime, trying to push them in psychology, like talk about bad things, or maybe we can say as verbal bullying to the employees itself. I think that's why I can say that in Indonesia there are not yet a healthy startup ecosystem. That's all from my opinion.
Thank you, Miss Mijo. Okay, next, pardon me, Mr. Timo. I let Mr. Abi first to speak. Yeah, Mr. Abi,
Oh.
please.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I have a different perspective about our startup ecosystem. Yeah, and yeah, in my opinion, in my perspective, Indonesian has a healthy startup ecosystem, but it is not yet as well. Yeah. How come? Because I think our government encourage all of community in Indonesia to work to build some own business. Like Gojek is a local businessman, is a local have a local founding father. Tokopedia also, and I think our community or Indonesian people have a good competition in the world, yeah, and our government also encourage all of people in Indonesia to make a cooperation with all of people on the world. For what? Yeah, of course, for the developing, improving our infrastructure, maybe our business, and our behavior business, our education of our business to improve as a world to that. And of course, the government have a good regulation. Yeah, if you think about how much the import needs to Indonesia, yeah, government have a regulation how much person to import, how much person produced by local. Yeah, I think we have a healthy startup ecosystem. Yes. But the people in Indonesia or all of people in Indonesia should be give more effort to use that condition, to use that government rules to make a better business like that, the better education like that. Yeah, of course, we can avoid or we can restrict the model from abroad. Yeah, because it's so important to develop our countries and our economic. As the Indonesian is a transition country, and yeah, we need to do as well. Make a cooperation with all of people in the world. Yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you, Mr. Ain.
Okay, thank you, Mr. B. That's great opinion from you because different from the others. Okay, how about Mr. Tommy? Do you think?
Okay,
Okay.
thank you for this opportunity, Miss Ain. Yeah. If we see in your screen key ingredient of a healthy startup ecosystem, previously you already said about the number 1, 2, and number 3, right? Size of the internet economy, invested capital in Indonesia, and average deal size for investment. If we saw the 3 points about that one, I think Indonesia has not 100% complete, yeah, to call Indonesia have the healthy startup ecosystem, because number 1 until 3 is good enough, I think, happen in Indonesia, but the number 4 until number 6 we can make a debatable about that one. Yeah, number 4, especially top sector by invested capital, as I know, our government have not a policy, the clear policy about that one. So that's why, as mentioned by Mr. Moonshine, aka Mr. Eka, tonight, startup company have the specific place in Bangalore, yeah, for example, for Gojek to manage their infrastructure, to manage their developer, programmer, and so on. Yeah, as I know, in Bangalore you will find a lot of programmer available in there with the world-class quality, but more cheaper to pay. So that's why maybe that's, yeah, I think just normal idea, yeah, to manage your funding, right? To manage your investment. And then the number five, internet penetration. Internet is good enough just in the big city, yeah. Some of place near with the big city, for example, in my place in Bogor, yeah, you will find a lot of blind spot to cover it by internet. So I think number 5 is, we cannot say about Indonesia already have the good penetration for internet. And the last startup ecosystem and success case for this item, we can cut the success story from Gojek, right? As we discussed it before, Gojek, I think I agree with you that have opinion about Gojek is the most popular startup in Indonesia, because I don't know, maybe Gojek is the first startup in Indonesia, I don't know. But I just remember about the OLX, yeah, Toko Bagus, yeah. The name they use the Toko Bagus. Further, I agree if government must be prepare policies, must be develop infrastructure especially. But I just thinking to prepare infrastructure need lot of money, right? A lot. Your infrastructure, especially for your IT infrastructure. If we saw in China, they have technology to operate the big excavator in their remote area, just operate by a person seated in the maybe at home. Yeah, they can operate in the long distance to operate. Just sitting at home, they can operate their excavator to digging the overburden, something like that. And remember, in China China already available 5.0G, right? So that's why they can operate their equipment, the big equipment from the far away. So number 1 and the number 6, I think Indonesia is still on track. Yeah, I said Indonesia is still on track to get the healthy startup ecosystem in the further, and soon I think. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tommy, for your insights. Okay, due to time limits, maybe it's the last time, the last slide. Okay, from the key ingredients, I think we discussed about also the complexity in Indonesia, our challenges about startup ecosystem in Indonesia. So, do you have any insight about how to navigate Indonesia's complexity and take advantage of its startup ecosystem? Maybe anyone who want to speak about this? Oh, we have new participants, Satrio. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Also, Del. Okay. Mr. Satrio, do you have any ideas for this? How to navigate Indonesia's complexity?
Well, thank you, Ms. Ain, for this opportunity. Well, based on this question, I would say that we have to think first that Indonesia is the biggest archipelago in the world. So we are the island country. So the first thing we have to build to develop our startup ecosystem is the build our infrastructure first, and then we have to create more talented, more talented employee of the technology. We have to how to say we have to take some example from the India, maybe like someone said before on the previous slide. So I think the best way to how to navigate Indonesia's complexity and how to take the advantages of its startup ecosystem is to connect the infrastructure first, and then we have to build our talented employee. So that's all.
Okay, thank you for your opinion, Mr. Satrio. Anyone want to speak anymore? Oh, we have Del, new participants here. Hello, good evening, Del. Del, or Mr. Maybe, okay. Yeah, Del, are you listening us? Okay, maybe anyone who want to give opinion again? How to navigate Indonesia's complexity and take advantage of its startup. Egi Laura, is Miss or Mr.? Do you have any opinion? Or Mr. Fisal? I think I haven't listened. Oh, Mr. Abi, okay. Mr. Abi, yeah, time is yours.
Yeah, thank you for the complexity of Indonesia. Yeah. I think this is a responsibility of or special responsibility for our government and Indonesian president, yeah, because our government need to make a same with a vision and mission government to all of the people of Indonesia in several island, in different island and different province, because they have a different mindset about their life. And in the firstly, the government or the president need to broadcast or need to do the some approachment to Indonesian people to get similar vision and mission. And in after that, we need to produce or we need to build infrastructure as well, like street, a good street, and reach the forbidden island or forbidden area in Indonesia. So we can develop or we can send the needs or the goods to their area. And of course, with that infrastructure, we need to or we have to use with as well, yeah. And I believe if we have a similar vision and mission with our government, all of the community, and do the justice as well, we can start up ecosystem as well. Yeah, the key is I think our government responsibility. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abi. Yeah, maybe Mr. Abi is the last speaker for tonight. So thank you everyone for your insights, for your ideas and opinion, even if assumptions also. That's very insightful. Maybe I can finish this slide with the quote by Patrick Grove as a co-founder and CEO of Chacha Group. So running 1,000 miles per hour is what wins the day in emerging markets. It's not innovation that wins the battle, but it's rapid execution. I hope Indonesia is the one of the country that has rapid execution for any problem. Yeah. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you Ota English community for having me as moderator. So happy to lead you guys in this topic. I hope you guys also healthy and stay safe in this pandemic. So I bring it back. I apologize if I have mistake. So I have to bring it back to Mr. Indra.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Ain, especially for bringing this interesting topic, something that related to innovations and the ecosystem of the startups, especially in our beloved countries, Indonesia. Ada sedikit feedback mungkin dari hasil diskusi kita tadi, ya khususnya di bahasa. Ya, tadi di awal ada yang nyampein how to give inform ya. Jangan lupa. Inform di sini kita membutuhinnya adalah noun karena sebelumnya udah ada give. Nah, kalau mau langsung juga boleh how to inform. Tapi karena ada give-nya cocoknya how to give information. Terus juga di poin kedua tadi ada yang nyebutin do you ever. Ya sebenarnya ini nggak masalah besar sebenarnya. Tapi lebih sempurna katanya menggunakan have you ever. Karena ever ini merupakan time signal dari tenses present perfect. Jadi sebaiknya beberapa kalimat mengikuti time signalnya masing-masing. Contohnya ada usually, itu time signalnya dari simple present. Yesterday, itu time signalnya dari past tense. Terus ada in the future, yaitu time sinyalnya dari feature di situ. Nah, ever ini atau never di situ lebih condong ke time sinyalnya perfect. Maka dari itu lebih sempurna kalimatnya menggunakan have you ever, bukan do you ever. Tapi apakah salah menggunakan do you ever? Juga nggak salah. Terus selanjutnya tadi ada vocab-vocab yang nggak tahu, yaitu perputaran uang. Perputaran uang bahasa Inggrisnya adalah monetary circulation. Selanjutnya adalah nah, ini ada beberapa bahasa atau jargon-jargon dalam startup yang mungkin ketika teman-teman diskusi ya dengan orang-orang mungkin yang udah nyemplung di bidang startup dan sebagainya, dan untuk ngekat bahasa-bahasa yang lumayan panjang untuk dijelaskan di situ, contohnya ada founder agreement. Ya, founder agreement adalah perjanjian antara para pendiri. Jadi ketika teman-teman buat startup nih, misalnya ada 1 orang, 2 orang, 3 orang, nah ntar ada penulisan hitam di atas putih dan sebagainya tentang pemilikan saham ini itu, nah itu namanya founder agreement. Terus yang kedua, seed funding. Ya, seed funding itu adalah pendanaan awal yang diperoleh dari perusahaan startup. Nah, misalnya kita punya uang mungkin 1 miliar di awal untuk membangun startup kita masing-masing, mungkin di segi marketing dan semuanya itu namanya seed funding. Nah, jadi kalau teman-teman misal dapat investor dan uang pertamanya yang dikasih ke kita itu namanya seed funding. Terus selanjutnya ada angel investor tadi dari Mr. Tommy ya. Jadi ada 2 sebenarnya dana atau investor yang kita temuin ketika kita terlibat dalam bidang startup. Pertama ada yang namanya angel investor, yang kedua adalah venture capital di situ. Nah, apa bedanya ya? Padahal mereka juga sama-sama menyuntikkan dana di situ. Kalau angel di situ lebih condong atau bersifat perseorangan di situ, atau 1 orang misalnya. Misalnya teman-teman ketemu Taipan yang ada di ibu kota misalnya, oh gue mau nginvest sama lu deh, ibaratnya gue dapat berapa dan sebagainya, dan dia membawa kata nama gue di situ atau personally di situ. Nah, itu namanya angel investor di situ. Nah, sedangkan venture capital di situ lebih condong ke bentuk instansi ataupun organisasi. Contohnya yang kita tahuin di Indonesia ada yang namanya Sequoia. Sequoia itu adalah venture capital terkenal di dunia yang pertama kali nge-inject di Gojek ya. Di Gojek iya, di Bukalapak iya. Nah, itu dia dikatakan venture capital karena dia berbentuk organisasi di situ. Terus selanjutnya ada akselerator. Nah, ada perbedaan juga nih antara akselerator dan inkubator ya. Jadi kalau venture capital atau investor dia ngasih sesuatu ke startup dalam bentuk uang. Nah, sedangkan akselerator dan inkubator di situ dia ngasih sesuatu ke startup bukan berbentuk uang, tapi berbentuk materi, berbentuk mengarahkan, mempertemukan kita sama investor, atau mengarahkan kita mungkin untuk lebih startup kita lebih bagus, traction-nya lebih naik dan sebagainya. Itu lebih cenderung ke akselerator dan inkubator. Terus pertanyaannya perbedaan antara akselerator dan inkubator apa? Nah, kalau akselerator di situ lebih condong untuk ngasih mentor ilmu dan sebagainya ke startup yang udah berjalan di situ dan udah apa ya, dan udah lumayan gede di situ. Nah, jadi itu akselerator. Nah, sedangkan inkubator di situ kebanyakan orang-orang yang startup yang masih berbentuk idea, yang masih belum gede dan sebagainya, itu bisa dikatakan inkubator di situ. Nah, itu perbedaannya. Terus selanjutnya ada pivot dan agile ya. Kalau pivot di situ juga sama dengan agile, yaitu mengubah bisnis. Perbedaannya apa? Kalau pivot ya, dia mengubah bentuk bisnis modelnya, bentuk bisnisnya itu bisa bentuk 100%. Misalnya beberapa tahun yang lalu, tahun 2019 ada Lipo lagi bangun mall di daerah Kemang pada saat itu. Jadi ketika dia pengen launching pada saat itu mall barunya di daerah Kemang, ternyata corona datang. Ketika corona datang, semuanya disuruh tutup, nggak boleh ada yang buka ini itu dan sebagainya. Nah, Lipo pivot di situ. Dia ubah mall itu nggak untuk orang jualan, tapi dia ubah mall tersebut untuk rumah sakit. Nah, itu namanya pivot. Jadi 100% bentuk bisnisnya berubah di situ. Sedangkan agile di situ adalah mengubah bentuk bisnis tapi dalam bentuk skala kecil. Contohnya, kita tahu ada di Jakarta ada salah satu makanan atau minuman terkenal itu es teler 77 ya, misalnya. Nah, jadi setelah 77 itu ketika corona juga bermasalah di situ karena orang-orang takut keluar beli makanan di luar dan sebagainya. Ketika dia nahan kayak gitu dia bakal collapse. Apa yang dilakukan adalah agile. Nah, yang dilakukan adalah dia mengeluarkan produk baru yang namanya frozen food. Di situ ketika dia buat produk baru namanya frozen food, yaitu dia dapat akselerasinya lagi, bahkan gerai-gerainya ditutup, modalnya makin kecil, tapi di lain sisi orang makin banyak order karena frozen foodnya itu. Nah, itu perbedaan antara pivot dan agile. Jadi agile dia masih satu arah dengan bisnis di awalnya, tapi dia ubah sedikit untuk bisa menyesuaikan dengan pasar yang terjadi pada saat itu, mungkin dari permasalahan dan sebagainya. Terus selanjutnya ada bootstrap, ya. Nah, tadi kita bicara investor di situ. Nah, kalau investor, suatu startup menerima investor, ya berarti dia di funding. Tapi kalau ada beberapa startup di situ yang dia nggak mau menerima investor. Kenapa? Ketika dia menerima investor, dia bakal bagi equity. Nah, ketika dia bagi equity, ya udah. Contohnya kayak Nadim pada saat ini. Ya, Nadim itu nggak dia yang punya Gojek pada saat ini. Yang punya Gojek mungkin orang-orang yang dari venture capital. Kabarnya Nadim cuma punya 6%, kurang di situ kepemilikannya. Jadi Gojek pada saat ini bukan punya orang Indonesia. Mungkin bisa dibagi punya Sequoia, punya Alibaba dan sebagainya. Karena Alibaba, Sequoia dan banyak investor lainnya juga nanam triliun-triliunan di situ, bahkan Google juga nanam di situ. Nah, apakah mereka ngasih cuma-cuma? Nggak mungkin, pasti mereka punya equity yang besar kalau udah hitungannya triliunan di situ. Nah, itu di funding namanya kalau dalam sebuah startup. Tapi kalau dalam bentuk dia nggak di funding dikit pun di situ karena mungkin dia punya ideologi bahwasanya dia nggak mau berbagi equity. Ketika dia berbagi equity, jadi contohnya kayak Steve Jobs ya. Steve Jobs kan pernah di-kick atau ditendang dari perusahaannya sendiri. Itu karena apa ya? Karena dia udah banyak investor di situ yang udah nge-invest di perusahaannya. Jadi dia nggak punya power lagi. Nah, itu ada beberapa founder yang nggak mau di-invest kayak gitu karena dia takut kehilangan powernya. Nah, itu dinamakan bootstrap. Startup yang bootstrap di situ. Intinya dia nggak mau di-invest sama investor. Nah, jadi kalau teman-teman bingung dengan berapa jalan-jalan startup itu. Selanjutnya ada burn rate ya. Burn rate itu istilah digunakan dalam startup untuk uang yang dihabiskan sebagai modal di situ. Nah, mungkin buat iklan dan sebagainya. Jadi yang bakar uang dan sebagainya itu memang bahasanya lebih condong ke burn rate ya. Terus terakhir adalah exit strategi. Jadi kalau ditanya startup ini fungsinya ngarahnya kemana? Nah, pasti orang bilangnya exit. Exit ada dua, ada exit yang baik, ada exit yang buruk. Kalau exit yang buruk, nah intinya dia collapse, perusahaannya bangkrut dan sebagainya. Nah, tapi kalau exit yang baik adalah ketika si founder di situ udah ngasih jabatan CEO dan tertinggi dalam startupnya pada orang lain di situ, yang dimana ketika udah ngasih dia udah santai-santai aja, mungkin dia ke pantai, dia berjemur dan sebagainya. Nah, itu exit di situ. Nah, contohnya kayak yang udah exit yang baik itu ada Zaki udah nggak jadi CEO lagi, udah ada CEO-nya baru Bukalapak. Terus ada Nadiem Makarim, dia juga exit karena dia jadi menteri. Terus dan banyak beberapa founder-founder startup lainnya di situ yang exit yang baik di situ. Nah, jadi itu namanya exit strategi kalau dalam istilah startup. Nah, mungkin itu aja buat hari ini teman-teman ya. Terima kasih udah gabung di diskusi in the discussions hour today. I suppose that is really interesting. Thank you for Ayin as brought the nice interesting topic for us talking about startup. Many people knows the name of startup, but many people doesn't know about how that startup start and how the startups stop and how the startups getting problems and how the startup how to say that happen especially in our countries like Indonesia. Previously we talked about Gojek, we talked about HelloDoc and many more that giving the solution especially for people in Indonesia. Okay, before we close our discussions today, I would like to invite you to take a picture. So please open your camera, guys. Nah, saya ganti background ya.
All hail Putin.
Super ya. Oh enggak, bahaya nih. Pulang lagi kita ya Bang Satrio.
Aduh, jangan deh. Jangan pulang, Pak.
Pulang kita ya. Oke, 3, 2, 1. Slide pertama, slide kedua, 3, 2, 1. Slide terakhir, lagi 3, 2, 1. Oke, itu aja buat hari ini. Thank you so much guys for coming and see you next week with our new topic. Bye-bye. Have a good rest, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No USA.
Oh yes.
Eka, I'm in Bandung.
Oh, okay.